Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, everyone. It is week 14. Salute, 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 salute. Who's the little one? Sniper. Good morning to you, Sniper, and UKnew.
Good morning. Good morning.
You got to
Well,
unmute, man. You got to unmute.
This is Princess Wolf right here.
Good
oh,
morning,
what
Princess Wolf.
Princess Wolf?
Hey, she wanted to get on here and share her knowledge of this wonderful college football day.
Mm. How
Good
are
morning,
you?
Princess Wolf. You gonna pick some games with us today?
You gonna pick some games today? You gonna pick some games today? All right.
Oh,
Oh man, for those of you that missed the post game show last night, that was D Truth's idea. I was gonna wait until this morning, but that game took so much out of me. I could hardly talk on that post game show last night. I apologize for some of you that really didn't understand what I was saying last night. But I'm gonna go over some of it this morning. I done got me some good rest, and I've had a chance to actually take in exactly what happened. That was the most roller coaster 4.5 hours. One of the most roller coaster 4.5 hours of my life. I'm serious. That right there, it was like
Man,
it's the
never
Georgia Bulldogs.
you ain't never lie, brother.
They got to quit doing this. I mean, a lot of people's blood pressure went up last night. A lot of people could not get any sleep last night. Kirby, Schumer, Mike Bobo, you got to quit doing this to your boy. You got to quit doing this to me.
When they went that fourth 3 and out, I was like, man, okay. I just set the phone to the side for a little bit. I couldn't do it, bro, because we're trying to have fun with the family and everything.
Hmm.
I'm like, we are not about to go into the fourth quarter down 14 points.
Hmm. And salute to
But
you, Bacardi Obama. Salute to you, Common Sense. Salute to everybody. Salute to the
hello, hello.
salute to the Facebook crowd. Salute to you. We got the Longhorn Nation, Aggie Nation, and we got the Ohio State Buckeye group in here. I don't know what's going on with the Michigan group. The Michigan group has not joined us yet. Waiting on the admin's approval to conduct a watch party over there, but I wanted to do in 4 destinations this morning on
mm,
Facebook. So hopefully the Michigan admin will reach out to me or go ahead and respond to my request to conduct a watch party in that group. Um man, it's what Georgia is in, they are in, and look, a win is a win, the way I look at it. And I've said all week that was going to be a close game. It was going to be an ugly game. It was going to be a war. It was going to be nasty. I didn't think it would be a shootout. I did not think it would be a shootout. That's the last thing that crossed my mind. Because neither one of the teams are built for shootouts. Georgia Tech is not built for shootouts, and Georgia's not built for shootouts. But both teams, in my opinion, show heart. And that's And that goes to the question I'm about to give you right now. Because I meant to discuss this. I meant to discuss this. It was a week where it was like 3 overtimes. And I also meant to discuss this last week with Auburn and Texas A&M. And I want to ask you this. Is it too much to ask these college football kids to be playing 7 and 8 and 9? I think Illinois and Penn State holds the record. 9 overtimes. Is it too much to be asking these kids to do that? Or do the college football need to go back to what the NFL went back to? Play like a little 5 or 10 minute overtime game. Whoever is leading at the end of the game, at the end of the 10 minutes, and if no one scores at the end of that 10 minutes, just declare a tie? Do we need to just bring back ties because the NFL brought it back?
Well, the only thing about ties is like last night, Georgia needed that W.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so you come into a time where you're like, okay, if there's a tie on the record, do we put them in or do we have to wait until they play the next game? Um, and then you have when you do that tie, you're going to have questioners about a tiebreaker if it comes down to that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I see what you're saying about. But the one thing I like about the what the NFL does is whoever wins that coin toss, you get a chance to win the game outright if you score first. No, no,
Yeah,
that's what.
She right, sniper. It ain't like that anymore. Even if the other team scored, remember they did away with that after the Patriots and Falcons played in the Super Bowl. They did away with that. Say if the Cowboys and the Bills, they're playing an overtime game. The Bills win the coin toss. They go down and score a touchdown. The Cowboys get a chance with the ball. Each team gets a chance with the ball in the NFL now.
Yeah.
Armando, D2 said drop the link, please.
So,
Okay. I, Hold
but
on.
to answer your question, I think especially if it's a night game, that game went to 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It I think they should extend that the play and go to the 25-yard line. You got a time to score, and let it come down to if the other team the defense doesn't hold them or the defense does hold them and you could kick a field goal to win. I think it would shorten it up. Um, but doing that 2 point conversion thing for almost 8, 9 overtimes, I think that's a bit too much because those boys on battle, especially. Yeah, I know it was took forever. We didn't go to sleep on time, huh? Um, they first of all, you was battling the winter, the cold out there.
Mm-hmm.
It hits different. It hits different when you freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
That sting hurts. But yeah, I think they should look at it to change it. Not too much, as the NFL does it, but enough that they know when they get into the NFL, if this happened, this is how it's going to roll out.
Um, Now, what would you propose? Because like it's getting out of hand, man. It already the college football games are longer. The halftimes are longer because you got the band playing. NFL halftimes are not as long as our halftimes in college. Okay, you got the bands playing, and then you had the senior night festivities or whatever. It just think about it, man. The game started at what 7:45
Mm-hmm.
and it did not technically end until a little bit after midnight. That is entirely too long. They need to come up with something in regards to overtime. Now, as far as the tie, I don't think a tie is a bad thing. I think what the NCAA would have to work out with the committee is you can't hold a team accountable for ties. Like back in the days, they didn't hold teams accountable for ties. If two teams tied, they were, it was almost like they were both awarded the game. I remember when Georgia tied with Clemson one year. This was before your time. It's back in the early 80s. They tied with Clemson, and that did not count against Georgia. And Georgia still had a chance to play for a national championship game. There have been situations where Bama has won national championships. They played into a tie with USC one year, um, and they went on to the bowl game and they took care of business, and that tie was not held against them. Something needs to happen, brother, because it's putting attrition. It's putting a lot of wear and tear. Then you're asking these kids to play. Some of the teams are gonna have to play a four game playoff, like Penn State, Indiana, Tennessee. Hopefully, Georgia is only playing three. Because even though we had an extra game to rest up for whoever we're facing in Atlanta next week, it's almost like that took a lot. out of us. That took a lot out of us, man.
But you also got to think
Having
too.
overtimes, huh?
We had a short week too.
Yeah, yeah. The short week also. I think the short week is threw us off. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wouldn't be mad if they used Thanksgiving week as a bye week for college football. I wouldn't be mad. Give the kids a chance to enjoy their families and enjoy the holidays. Start the season a week earlier instead of starting it on Labor Day weekend. Start it maybe on the 20th or something like that, like how high school does. Because I don't know what they're doing in other states, like where UKnew is at in Louisiana, but in Georgia, Kemp is proposing that the Thanksgiving week, no playoff games be played that week. That will be a bye week, and he's also proposing that they start the season up a couple of days early. So the regular season in high school football will start on that Wednesday instead of that Friday.
Yeah, because if you
So
think
that'll
about
make up for the 3 days. The 3 day, the 3 days in that Thanksgiving holiday, because you only actually getting 3 days. Be honest with you, Thanksgiving and the day before Thanksgiving, and nothing is going on those days. You're not practicing.
good morning, but you think about it, the only thing that's on the school that's working that's is actually athletics because the school is closed down throughout the whole Thanksgiving week. Everybody else gets to go home and spend time with their family that week. This
Mhm.
the athletic department. You ready to get up? Are you so comfy?
But what if it's a kid? What if it's a kid sniper whose family is in, let's just say, Chicago, and you're here in Georgia, and your grandmother, this could be her last Thanksgiving, and she wants the whole family there for Thanksgiving, and the family is gathering in Chicago. Salute to you, 225 girl. And you're here in Georgia, and you have to practice on a Wednesday, and then have to turn around and do whatever you got to do to get to Chicago to spend Thanksgiving with your family. I just feel like Thanksgiving week should be a bye week in college football because
I agree with you.
yeah, yeah, because but I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not using
Mm.
that as an excuse. Georgia Tech played a hell of a game last night, and I said it. I said this game was not going to be easy. I said this was going to be the toughest game of the year for Georgia. I said it. You know, win or lose, this was going to be the toughest game, and it was. It was. The Georgia Tech played their best game of the season.
Well, Georgia Tech has been like Arizona State or Kansas State taking out the top five.
Hmm.
Um,
Kansas. Yeah.
so they fought hard, bro, and
Yeah.
they put it all on the and this new coach they got. He's going to bring it each year. They could have been a little bit. Their rankings could have been a little bit higher today if they didn't have those three mishaps, um, throughout the year. And I believe that as the year as next year they're going to be a problem.
They're going to be a serious problem. And
Serious.
Brent Keys, either wherever he ends up at, I'm hearing some things about him. Florida State may go after him or whatever. Wherever Brent Keys ends up at, this man is going to be a problem. He's a hell of a coach. He's one of those guys that live and breathe college football. He played 4 years. He played 4 years at Georgia Tech. The man loves college football. He knows his X's and O's. He knows how to motivate a team. He's the guy that could take, kind of like Dan Mullen, that could take 2 and 3 stars and get 5-star production out of them. The man is a good coach, and Buster Faulkner is a hell of a coordinator. I don't know what the hell Kirby was thinking about when he did not give Buster Faulkner the offensive coordinator position. He chose Bobo over Buster Faulkner. I don't know what the hell Kirby was thinking about because Buster Faulkner outcoached Glenn Schumann last night. Salute to you, Russell Red.
Yeah, I totally agree. He definitely got out coached last night. I mean,
Bad.
I think that was I think that would have been a perfect time for Kirby to say, you know what, I got this. I'm gonna call the plays on this one, even if I got to call it from the sidelines. I'm gonna call the plays on him because he had nothing for him. He
Mm-hmm.
could the and the defensive side, they played really really well. I know they gave up 17 points off of some miss some, and I wouldn't say miss tackling. When you think you got somebody and he slips off, he's in the pile, and the next thing the little dude just backs up, turns to the right, and takes off down the field. I mean, what do you do? But our defensive plays last night was horrible,
Mm-hmm.
horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we back? It's 4th and 1, or it's 4th and 3. It could only be a pass, or it could be they're gonna do a pass out towards the sideline. Why
Mm-hmm.
are we back? Why are we not up man to man? Why are we in zone?
It's the schemes. It's the motion schemes. And let me just say this. No other school, salute to you, Skinny, salute to you. No other team in the 12 right now runs that type of offense. So this notion where Georgia's in trouble, no one else is running that. Buster Faulkner is a future head coach. And whatever school gets him, they're going to have a damn good head coach. This man is a whiz at calling plays. No one has ever done that to a Kirby Smart defense. And I'm going all the way back to Kirby's LSU days. I'm going back to when he was at Bama. Hell, even when he was at Miami. no, no team has ever done that to a Kirby Smart defense. That's man, Kirby needs look, man. I don't give a damn if he have to take a pay cut. Get that man back in Athens because if you don't, he gonna end up either in Gainesville or up in Knoxville somewhere. I'm telling you. Salute to you, Kenyon 29. Salute to you.
Hey, D True said he can't hear nobody.
Yeah, I done sent it in every kind of way I can send it to him to man. I don't know what's going on man, on his end. I think it got something to do with his settings. It's
Mm.
not allowing probably not allowing any other platform. So he may have to call in. He may have to call in because
Yeah.
I got the big mic up today. Because I
Okay.
done sent the link. Salute to you, Jim.
Hello, everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing? And for those that are going to be coming later, thank you for coming through. All right. Was last night UGA Georgia Tech the greatest college football game of all time? Yes or no, Armando?
Yes. Greatest it had everything in it that you could ask for. Um, the underdog got up by 17 points, so that kept all the haters, the team fan bases that wanted Georgia to lose. They were in it, and Georgia fans were on their seats, nervous. And then Georgia comes back, and then Georgia had to come from behind twice in that game. And then it goes into a long overtime. That was the greatest college football game that I've ever seen. That beats the USC Texas Rose Bowl. That beats the Texas Michigan Rose Bowl game. That 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 had everything in it. Any kind of storyline you wanted. You had unsung heroes rising up and making crucial plays. That yeah, hands down, in my opinion, that's number one.
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it the all-time greatest rivalry game. Um, because again, the last couple of years, Georgia has had Georgia Tech's number for the last couple of years, and this year they made us work every inch to to get this win of the game. And listen, when's the last time y'all seen Georgia fans walk out the stands and
Yeah,
then had to turn around? What's up, Keon? And then had to turn it and watch it from outside the stadium. Luckily, our stadium is a bowl that sits deep in the ground, and you're able to see it from there. But there was more. The fans started walking out because they thought this game was over with.
yeah, and the thing about it is the security didn't let them back in. The security told they had to go up there on the overpath, the
Hmm.
overpathway, and watch the game. They couldn't get back to their seats.
So yeah, I put this as one of the greatest. I still think the band touchdown when the band came out on the field and the play was still going.
Stanford
Yeah,
and Cal.
I
That
still
that that was they had the greatest ending, in my opinion. That was the greatest ending in college football history. The Stanford Cal with the band out on the field. That was the greatest ending. But as far as like game from 60 minutes straight all the way through, that right there tops everything. I'm sorry. Because it had drama, action, and it was a shootout. You had everything you wanted in that game last night.
Mm-hmm.
The true.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What?
I'm gonna say this right here. I said this last night on the post game show late last night. Why in the hell did Kirby go for two? Y'all would never been in that situation. If we would just kick the extra point, game would have been over in regulation.
That's true.
Game would have been over in regulation.
That's true. He said in his press conference about something about the analytics or whatever. I don't see the logic in the analytics of that. It's early in the third quarter, and Tech had what 20 at the time. I mean, I'm sorry, 17 at the time.
That was the
So
second quarter. That was the second quarter.
no,
Y'all
no, no,
down
no.
17-0. And y'all scored that touchdown. And go
Yeah,
to
we scored
halftime.
in the second quarter.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's late in the that's even worse. It's late in the second quarter, and it's 17-6. All right. So even if they got another field goal, they would have had 20 points. And if they would have scored, let's say, a touchdown in the field goal, that's 10. So that would have give them 27. Georgia put up 4 touchdowns, and that's 28 ball game. Um, yeah, he almost blew the game going for two, but he made up for it in overtime.
Well,
He in overtime he outcoached the hell out of Brent Keys in overtime.
but you know, I'm gonna be real. I'm not mad at him for that. You gotta take and you know what you say all the time, Armondo and D True. Y'all know what you say. You got to play to win.
Yeah, you got a
And
point there,
man,
DJ.
we was
Got a
already
point there.
down. We was already down. So we got anything that's going to make these kids, these players. I keep calling them kids. They grown men. Anything that's going to get them a little bit of juice, a little bit of amp up. You do it because again, you could tell that in the first quarter. First of all, you don't score anything in the first quarter. I don't even think you got past the 50 in the first quarter. And you got to do something to get these kids to wake up and do and to feel like they still in the game. So I'm not mad at them, but hey, it could have backfired. We could have lost that game off of that call alone. But again, Georgia is very resilient, and Coach Smart says that all day long. These kids are resilient. They fight till the very 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 end. So I'm not too much mad at him about it. I'm not. I'm not gonna put no blame and say, hey, that was a dumb call. I think that was one of those, hey, let's wake up and let's see what we can do because right now nothing else is working for us.
Mm-hmm. Let,
But
Let me hold up, but remember now, D Truth. Remember back when we were coming up short of winning national titles. Remember the SEC championship game against LSU and against Bama. All right, and me and you spoke on the phone. This was before we even started up 20s, and we spoke on the phone, and you was like, you know what Kirby's smart, you know what Kirby's problem is, and he's gonna have to get out of that. He's gonna have to start coaching to win instead of coaching not to lose. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive in certain situations. Remember, you used to say that a lot. So that was one time where, okay, 17 down, and you got to win the game to get in the playoffs. You don't want the SEC championship game being a must win. So don't you think that it's fair to say that maybe Kirby, that was just Kirby thinking outside of the box and being a little bit more aggressive to get the W?
You can say that, but okay, you down. You missed the two-point conversion. Okay, you still down by 11. Now you still got instead of versus a touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal to tie it up. It's been 2 years. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to. You down by 4 points. Say you down by 4 points. You got to score a touchdown to win the ball game. Versus, let's get in the field goal range, get out, kick on the chance to tie the ball game up.
But D Truth,
you see how much pressure that puts on the kids. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of pressure. And then think about the pressure that was on Georgia Tech. The kid missed the field goal. That could have been a difference in the ball game. Georgia Tech kid missed the field goal. That's the difference in the ball game. Y'all outscored them. What was it? 44-25. Out of that 17-0 lead they had. What wrong with kicking to the extra point, which was that late in the second quarter, to be down by 10 instead of being down by 11?
Okay, go ahead and let Sniper give his pushback, and then we're gonna go to the next topic.
yeah, just real quick. I mean, we hear what you say, D Truth, but you know what? When you in the midst of the game and you're thinking about, I'm a play to win this game. I'm a play to because you never know. Hey, let's just say we could do shoulda, coulda, woulda all day long, but let's do it. What if that 2-point conversion works? Then we have nothing to complain about. The coach made a decision. We have to, and the decision it did not backfire on them because, as you could tell, that they came back in and won in 8 overtimes. But I see what you're saying. But you know what? When you play football, there's going to be nothing but pressure all day long. There's pressure to stop the run. There's pressure to stop the pass. There's pressure to throw a complete pass. There's going to be pressure all day long. And I'll leave it at that. Let's move it on. I see what you're saying, though, bro.
In this situation, both of y'all are right. It worked, but it took that play Dan Jackson made. I mean, he saved the season. He saved the season. Every Georgia fan needs to do that play Dan Jackson and Chaz Chambliss made. That saved the season because without that fumble, Georgia Tech winning the game. Georgia Tech, and you don't want to end the season on a loss and have to turn around and play the following week, because you play a game like that where you come from behind and you come up short, that gets into your psyche. So
What's going
everything
on,
worked out
Ron?
for Georgia.
Yeah, my man, he did his thing. And what is so the quiet boy in the back? The quiet boy comes up with the great play.
Mm-hmm.
Great play.
Salute to you, Bron.
Oh,
Salute to you. All right, you knew.
all right. Hello, Kevin. Hello. Travis
Morning,
Hunter
Kevin.
is. Oh no, I didn't just get
He was saying,
interrupted while I was
just
reading.
read, just read,
Go
rookie.
ahead, man. Go ahead. Continue.
Rude. I keep telling y'all these people are rude to me in the chat.
Come
What's going
on.
on?
Oh my God!
All right.
Stop being the drama and go.
Okay, there goes Sniper cutting me off again. All right. Travis Hunter is a lock to win the Heisman. Yes, I believe he is. Okay, go ahead, you guys. Um,
Yes or
Sniper.
no? Yes or no? Go ahead,
Sniper. Yes
sniper.
or no, Sniper. I said
Um,
yes.
hey, it's hard, bro. It's hard because and I'm gonna tell you
He's
because
thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
That Ashley Gentry kid is 2 touchdowns away for tying up Barry Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And who else has done? Who else has come close to that
Mm-mm.
to actually break his rushing yards and be 2 touchdowns away that he can get next week? He could get next week. So it's very. Hey, Travis Hunter did his thing yesterday. Two what? 2 touchdowns? No, caught 3 touchdowns and a interception yesterday. He had massive amount of tackles yesterday. You know, he did exactly what Dion said um, that he had to put on a show, and which he did. But that Ashley Gentry kid did the same thing. He put on the show yesterday too. So it's really hard. But I'm gonna go ahead and give the thumbs up to Travis, and I think that he has won the Heisman as for his performance yesterday. Just solidified everything.
Um, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say yeah, about it's a razor thin margin right now because that kid rushed for over 200 yards in that game yesterday against a stout Oregon State defense. Okay, this ain't no fly by night Sun Belt team that he did that on. He did that on a Power Four team. Oregon State or where they're independent now, but they have been what Power Four, Power Five for decades. They were in the Pac-12, so this is not like they did it on Coastal Carolina or somebody like that. But my only fear of is Gentry has one more game to impress the voters. Um, if they play that game against Colorado State or UNLV and he rushes, let's just say he put up 250, 250 yards and he goes off for 5 touchdowns and 250 yards, man. Oh, he gonna lock it. I'm just being honest. He got one more game. That's the danger of it right there. He has one more game. It's kind of like Mark Ingram. It's kind of like Mark Ingram in 2009. He had that one last game, and I think he was going up against Andrew Luck that year. Andrew Luck and Dominica Sue. And Dominica Sue plays on defense. There's only so much you can do on defense. But Mark Ingram went off in that SEC championship game against Florida, and he locked it down. So I say right now, yes, but that could change in that
I'm just
Mountain West Conference game.
I'm just happy that there's no more. There's not a quarterback in this race right now. I'm just happy for that to get and have these uh, um, these players have the opportunity to be in New York for the Heisman.
Well, get used to this because this is going to be the norm because quarterbacks are not going to be winning a lot of Heisman's moving forward. Go ahead, D. True.
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say no. Is
Hater.
he just had a game like he had yesterday, 226 yard rusher. He got over 2,000 yard rushing total. 2 touchdowns away from Barry Sanders. Yeah, both of them doing something that you probably never, we probably not gonna see again in our lifetime. So it's a close race. And what Gentry is doing is like, okay, everybody all on Travis Hunter. I was on Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter did, Travis Hunter that, and nobody talks about Gentry. Gentry is out to prove a point. Like Armondo said, he got one more game to do it. And he get over 220 yards. And he scored about 4 touchdowns rushing. He don't lock up the Heisman. Ain't that the Travis Hunter could be able to do.
I will say this though, D True. Sniper has been talking about Gentry all season. He was talking about Gentry back in September.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm the one that kind of like brushed off. Oh, he in the Mountain West. The competition ain't the same, And at that time, it was like Travis Hunter, Quinn Ewers, and Carson Beck. So this has not been a good year for quarterbacks. So it's a 2-man race now. Watch out for Cam Ward today. Watch out for Cam Ward today.
Ooh,
Watch out.
we,
hey,
but
we're gonna have to do a heck of a lot today.
Hey, if he go up there to Syracuse and drops like 400, 500 yard passing, bro, he's right back in it.
yeah, but hey, but
Like we
if
would,
Ashley Gentry goes and scored
Oh,
just
oh,
2 touchdowns, he beat. Hey, if he scores 2 touchdowns next week, it's a wrap. I don't think there's nothing that most people, anybody else can do because again, just like D. True said, Barry Sanders had that record forever. Nobody's came close.
so you're saying so what Sniper is saying, D Truth, is kind of what you're saying. If Gentry breaks Barry Sanders' record, say next week in the Mountain West Conference game, he rushes for 3 touchdowns. All he needs is 2, but he goes for 3. He can overtake Travis Hunter and Cam Ward.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like I said, on this sports show, yeah, Sniper was the only one and talk about Gentry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Not even the sports centers on ESPN.
Mm-mm.
The dude, well, all the other sports show, they were talking about Gentry.
I didn't even know who he was until Sniper brought him up back
Yeah.
in September. I'm gonna be honest, and I stay in the know about the football and the stats and stuff like that when it comes to college football, but I didn't know about him until Sniper brought him up back in September.
See, I want to talk about us. I want to talk about us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the so-called expert.
Mm-hmm.
When did they start talking about Gentry? The last few games, right?
Mm-hmm.
not no. They mentioned him a couple times when he had his 400 yard when he did when he was averaging about 205 per game, and then
Mm-hmm.
they started seeing it was getting closer and closer to Barry Sanders' record, and he was on pace to break it earlier, but he a couple of games he got nicked up and had to sit out a quarter or something like that. But yeah, they talked about him, but they didn't talk about him because everybody was hyped up on and given so on Travis Hunter, the quarterbacks, Erie, Ewers, and all them. But he snuck in because he wasn't in the list at first. But he
Mm-hmm.
snuck in there and he took over real quick. Like I said, I think he scores 3 touchdowns next week, or just if he ties it or he breaks it, he's going to win the Heisman. I don't think that because I think as much how high I've been on old boy from Miami, I think that he has to throw 700 yards without an interception and a drop, no drops to win it. I
Yeah,
think this was going to be. I think this is that Ashley Gentry is going to win this. I think he has it on lock.
yeah, and this is history. You can't beat. It's hard to beat history.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm tell you what, who Gentry remind me of coming in to have the trophy race late. Trey Mason. That who remind me of.
I kind of remind me of Ricky Williams, kind of
That
what
too.
Ricky Williams did,
Yeah,
because this is, I'm talking about to actually win it and win it historically.
yeah,
Ricky Williams did it that year.
yeah. And we talked earlier this season, like, okay, who gonna be the late candidate to come in and sneak and take it?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Snapper Rockland Gentry.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, like we said, Gentry got a chance to do what
Mm.
probably won't be done again about 20, 30 years.
Yep. Once in a
So,
blue moon. Last person to come this close was AP, Adrian
yep,
Peterson. That was like
Mm.
what back 20 years ago.
Right.
All right, you knew.
Keys to victory for Texas A&M today. D-Truth.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: Texas A&M got to play better defense. They got to play solid defense. Cause last week when they played Auburn, they played good defense, but they didn't play for 60 minutes. They got to play defense for 60 minutes against Texas A&M, and they got to the defense back. Got to make tackles. They cannot miss tackle on defense. That's what kills Texas A&M, missing tackles. They got to show that defense. If they don't show up with that defense against Texas, it's gonna be a long night for Texas A&M.
Sniper.
I think the keys for I'm gonna piggyback off of what D True said about the defense, but they got to make it was I can't pronounce that all season long. Sorry, my man, for not being. You got to make him feel uncomfortable. You
Ewers,
can't.
Queen Ewers.
Yeah, Ewers. You got to make Ewers feel uncomfortable. You
Mm-hmm.
got to pressure him. Let him get happy feet back there. Yes, he can run, but he's been banged up a little bit, and he questions himself a little bit on some of his plays. If should I take off or no? Make him feel uncomfortable, and stop going for the. Don't go for the explosive plays so quickly. Get your 3-5 yards. Keep their defense. Keep Texas defense on the field. And keep moving the ball. I think that, and that's what everybody said. Keep moving the ball, but you got to find ways to make plays, and you don't have to make explosive plays right off the bat. Every play is not an explosive play. Let your key players do what they got to do to help you win this game.
I think I think I'm gonna take a little bit from both of you all. Both of you all made great points. Um, and I'm gonna add one more. My Elko needs to dial up more blitzes on yours. That dial up. I mean, just some delayed blitzes, disguise some packages, and like Sniper said, confuse him as much as but keep him off balance. But also be prepared. And I hope they watch film on Arch. Be prepared because this is a do or die situation for Texas. If Texas loses this game, I'm not confident that that committee will put them in because if you look at their resume, man, they're in the same boat with Indiana. Their only signature win, Sniper and D-Truth, their only signature win is against Vandy. And so if we're going to talk about Indiana, we definitely have to talk about Texas. Texas had two ranked opponents on their schedule this year, Georgia and Texas A&M. They failed the first test with Georgia. This is it. They got to win this game, man. They have to. I understand what happened with Michigan, but Michigan is no more. Michigan is going to take a beat down again today in a couple of hours. So you can't hang your hat on that Michigan win. You can't.
I'm gonna say this right here. One thing Texas A&M did, the coach did, he did not give Texas any bulletin board material. They give him a hand for that. He didn't get Texas no bulletin board material. And that's another thing he couldn't do. He couldn't give them bulletin board material. Because already, all the marbles, this is all the marbles right here. What year that was Auburn and Alabama played and when to go to the SEC championship game?
2013.
This one of them games right there.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see overtime tonight?
Out.
Last two prior to that game, the SEC don't play. 4 overtime last week.
Mm-hmm.
8 overtime last night.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't either.
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
Okay, you knew.
Keys to victory for Texas today, Armando.
They got to be aggressive. Sarkisian gotta call a game like he did against Bama last year. We have not seen that aggressive style of play calling. We've seen some of it in the Michigan game, in the first half of the Michigan game, but it's like I don't know what it is this year. It's like he's trying to be a little bit more balanced. He's trying to force the running game, and the running game is just not there. Wisner is good, but you got weapons. You got Bond and the crew. You got weapons, man. Use them. Test that secondary out. Test that Aggie secondary out. Because you're not going to be able to line up and run up the middle on this Aggies team. You don't have the personnel like Auburn has at running back. So you got to beat these guys in the air. You got to get them in the air. Be aggressive. So you got Sarkisian got to be Sarkisian today in order to pull this one out tonight. Sniper.
Offensive line. Texas offensive line's got to keep ears clean. Got to keep him clean. If he gets back there and get into a good rhythm, Texas A&M is in trouble. Like I take a little bit off of what Armondo said. Test that secondary. It's a hit or miss with Texas A&M secondary. Sometimes they can be locked down, and other times they don't know what the play is. But hey, test that secondary quickly. Um, but I think that the keys to victory is going to be the offensive line keeping their quarterback upright. And you get again, Texas like to take chances. Take your chances, because if not, they're gonna be right there on your hip the whole game. So take your chances. Make them respect you in the air and also on the ground. I think that's going to be the key victories for Texas.
Deidre?
I'm gonna go back on the defense. Y'all cover the offense. I'm gonna go back with defense. Texas got to put pressure on that young quarterback Texas A&M guy. Don't let him beat it with your leg. Make him beat you with his arm. Make him be accurate. Make him make impossible throws. Blitz him, but keep him in the pocket. But when you get him in the pocket, got to tackle him. Make him beat you with his arm, not his leg. You got to play perfect defense. You got to make tackles, especially off the field tackles. Make that kid beat you. He's that Texas A&M quarterback ain't that but a freshman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put pressure on the freshman, because this is a big game for him. And we see what freshmen do in big pressure game. They get rattled. What bigger game for Texas A&M is this game today to go to the SEC championship game and the possibility to the college football playoff. Texas, you got to put pressure on that freshman quarterback of Texas A&M. Got to rattle him. Even if you don't sack him, hey, get him, knock him down a few times, knock him around a few times, make him get edgy. Like Sniper said, make him get happy feet back there. And like you said, you got to. I like running the ball, but if you can't run the ball, you open up the game with the pass. So explosive plays, and get what they're gonna do. They're gonna make the defense get off that line. Then you can run the ball. That's key to victory for Texas right there.
Well, I will say this, and this is the thing with Texas A&M. This is what makes Texas A&M dangerous. I look at their offense, and you know who they remind me of, Sniper? They remind me of that team we played last night with the read options and the motions, the misdirection. They remind me a lot of Georgia Tech. Marcel Reed he runs the hell out of that read option. And I don't know if Texas, they normally they can't be too aggressive on defense. They got to hold their lanes. They got to hold their lanes because
Yeah, you're right.
if they miss this guy, if they miss this kid, if they don't get a hand on him, he will gash them for 40 or 50 yards down the field.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I just stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Exactly. All right. Well, we've covered the Q&As and anything you want to add, Sniper, to that the Aggies Longhorns game tonight.
No, I just want to say congratulations to those Minnesota Gophers. I've been waiting for you to ask about the other games earlier yesterday. Those Minnesota Gophers, hey.
They're gonna be a problem next year in the Big
Yes,
Ten.
sir. Yes, sir.
they,
Yes, sir.
they gonna be a problem in the Big Ten next year. Definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
But congratulations to the Minnesota Golden Gophers yesterday, and congratulations to Navy as well. Navy made a statement yesterday.
And just to think that UKnew was not going to pick them.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me. I gave them a chance and they won. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I was right all the way around, though. I got all 8.
We're not the only one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got all 8 too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
I picked a couple of upsets that didn't go through, but we got some we got some big ones to pick here today. So Detroit, get your pad ready because I think it's like 20 in here.
It keeps
Hey,
showing me 17. I
hey,
don't know what I'm missing
hold
on
on.
here.
I'm
Russell
already
Red.
ready. That's what I'm doing right now. Shh, boy. Okay, let's roll.
All right,
Russell Red.
I'm gonna
Listen, Russell Red. Okay, you gonna jump up off me, brother. Okay, we gonna
tell
jump up off me, brother. Hey, I had one bad week.
you.
Okay, one bad week.
Yeah, tell man he need to worry about Kyle Field and Marcel Reed them today. Don't worry about Georgia yet.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get caught looking ahead. This game right here, Ohio State by 3 or more touchdowns, bro. This is gonna be a beat down. This is gonna be a beat down, and they owe them. They gonna get them for the old and the new. 3-year beat down in waiting. I'm going with the Buckeyes.
Something tells me to go Michigan, but I'm gonna stick with I'm a if it's that defense. If Michigan can hold these folks until the fourth quarter, they got a chance. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Ohio State.
D-True.
I'm going Ohio State. Although it would be a miracle if Michigan beat Ohio State. That would mess everything. It would mess the Big Ten up right there. But I gotta go with Buckeyes.
You knew.
Ohio, Ohio, Ohio.
It's you know what though. It seems like this game right here is one of those where you're like, you can't even get excited for. You can't get excited for the Ohio State Michigan game because it's not a competition game.
Mm-hmm. Since all of us agreed on that, give an applause. Since all of us agreed on that game right there. Uh, okay, the Battle of Tennessee. Tennessee got to be all Tennessee got to do is win this game. Win this game, and you will make your first playoff appearance in school history. Um, Tennessee blew their chances in Athens a couple of weeks ago. I think they're going to redeem themselves today. They're going to come out on fire. Vanderbilt is dealing with some injuries. Diego Pavi, he's banged up right now. He's not going to be able to do much against that volunteer front. I'm rolling with Tennessee.
I'm right there with you. I wish that Vandy's quarterback was healthy, because it would have been a showdown. It would have been a show. I'm going
Yes,
Tennessee.
yes.
Yeah, I seen how banged up he was, and like I said, when your best, almost your best player is banged up, it ain't too much you can do. So I gotta go with Tennessee on this one.
You knew?
Tennessee.
We all agree so far. We've all agreed on 2 games. The first 2 games we all agreed on. All right, now it get interesting here. It gets interesting here. Um, man, that's a tough one. I've been going back and forth with this one, back and forth with this one, back and forth with this one. I just think South Carolina got the strongest team. And South Carolina travels well, so it really don't make a difference that it's in Death Valley. I'm thinking about that Pitt Clemson game where Clemson struggled with Pitt. South Carolina would beat the brakes off Pitt. South Carolina just the better team. I'm sorry. If South Carolina was in the ACC, they would be undefeated. and they would run the table in the ACC. For that reason alone, I'm picking the Gamecocks. I'm picking the upset.
Hello, who is it? It's upset alert. No. I'm going with I'm gonna go with you on this one. No, I'm not. I'm going with Clemson. I think Clemson I think Clemson's
Pump fake.
defense I think Clemson's defense is can uh hold sellers down for when they need to. I'm going with Clemson on this one.
Well, that wasn't a pump fake because I already had put some in for Clemson anyway. So he tried to catch up. So that's beside the point. But
Man, you don't know what I'm going to pick.
hey, look, he pump faked you, but he pump faked me when you talk about that. Because you know what I said when I saw this game. I said last week, I said to you on the back end, I'm going South Carolina. Because they playing too good at ball. And Clemson, what Clemson have really showed us lately? Hardly nothing.
So who you?
South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I thought you were picking Clemson.
Oh no, I'm going Gamecocks. I'm looking at the Gamecock to mess up the ACC a little bit.
It is an upset.
You knew?
Clemson.
She been rolling with Clemson all year, boy. I guess you know that old saying, dance with the one you brought to the dance.
Yes,
She
sir.
rolling with Clemson.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you real quick.
That's my son's team. That's why.
Hey, D Truth, you say, hey man, you ain't no doggone psychic. Don't be trying to pick think what I'm gonna pick.
All right. Hey, all right, now it's the battle of the Windy City battle. The Windy City battle. I think they playing this one in Soldier Field.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern Illinois rivalry, interstate battle. I'm rolling with Brett Bielema. I'm rolling with Brett Bielema. He got those boys playing. They're showing some heart. They're ranked. They're gonna get a good bowl game, a very good bowl game. Moving forward, they're gonna be a problem, in my opinion. So I'm rolling with the Illini.
I can't look at. They looking for a better bowl than they would be getting. I'm going with Illinois too. Sorry about that, sniper.
Yeah, you jumping the line again. Go.
Hey, listen, we all get it from you, so just stop. We're going. I'm
You
going.
ain't get it from me. You got it from him.
Let me go ahead and give me them orange boys. Let me get them orange boys up off you. Give me.
You going Illinois? You knew?
There's that purple.
Illinois. Nope, Illinois. I was looking at the orange already. Stop playing with me.
Northwestern had purple in it. You don't want to change your mind?
Nope. Give me pink.
Oh, I got them in here twice. That's what threw me off.
Okay.
I got them in here twice. All right. Hmm.
Mm.
Kentucky. The Battle of Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. Damn. Um.
Oh,
Mm.
Charles said it.
Kentucky's having some quarterback issues. They're having quarterback controversy issues. I'm gonna roll with Louisville. I'm roll with Louisville in this. Sniper.
Hey, I'm going with you. They bench Brock this week, so
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna put a new quarterback in. Um, I don't know how he's gonna do, but I'm gonna go with uh, Big Lou.
Okay.
But guess what? I'm going with somebody in Kentucky. I'm going with one of them in Kentucky. And I'm going with Kentucky. Kentucky need a bounce back
UK.
game. It's going to be the bounce back game they're going to need. I'm going with Kentucky.
Did you hanging with the SEC? You knew.
UK.
She going with Kentucky too.
Hey, look, that's all I need for y'all to go ahead, so I can jump over both of you. Let's go. Moving on.
That's what
What?
you're thinking.
All right. I'm looking at this team right here, man, and don't ever say I don't never put UMass in here, D True. So I'm looking at this team right here. They showed some heart, tremendous heart. They came into our backyard and showed some heart and played my dogs tough. I'm rolling with the Minutemen. I'm rolling with UMass.
Hmm.
I
You
don't,
know what? I'm
man.
surprised you ain't putting on you HBCU off in here.
No. I will one Saturday. During the bowl season, I will.
Hey, they be playing. Hey, but shoot, hey, I'm gonna say this right here. I'm going UMass because UConn ain't really done nothing. UConn ain't really done that. I'm going UMass myself.
Hey, them Huskies can score 100 points. No, that's basketball. Never mind. I'm going with the Minutemen.
You knew?
What you said, Sniper? UMass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he going UMass.
Them Huskies look pretty good, but I'll go with UMass.
Let's go 100 point, but probably the men, boy, I lost two straight.
They
So
showed.
Yeah, the Minutemen are tough though.
yeah.
Do Wake Forest. Wake Forest played Miami pretty tough. Um, they're at home. I'm going with the Deacons at home. I'm going with the Deacons at home.
Hey, we're going to Wake Forest. This is a tough one, but I think we're going to go Wake Forest. Wake Forest do have a okay defense,
Mm-hmm.
so we're going to go Wake Forest.
I'm going with the Duke Blue Devils. I'm going to Duke Blue Devils. Duke.
You knew?
Duke.
Mm.
Another split.
That's a split right there. And
One,
I don't have no music.
two.
I don't have no music for no split. I had to give me some Megan Thee Stallion music or something.
We got three splits already.
All right, Kansas Baylor off the top. Off the top, Kansas. They are one of them. They're up there with South Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Florida as the most under the radar, dangerous teams in the nation, and that's Kansas. They will beat Baylor.
I'm going. Yeah, we haven't heard nothing about Baylor all year long. I
Mm.
forgot they had a football team this season. I'm
They
going with
played Colorado tough though. Took a
they.
Hail Mary to beat them.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going with I'm going with Kansas.
Yeah, like I said, Baylor is not the Baylor. Oh, I'm going with the Jayhawks,
You
which
knew?
is Kansas.
Kansas.
We-
Too much agreeing going on here now.
It is what it is.
Yes.
What happened to Sniper?
I don't know. He'll be back up. He'll be back up. Um, there you go.
There you go. All right.
Boy, this is another game.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll with I'm gonna roll with Pitt. I'm gonna roll with Pitt. Pitt is a lot better than what their record states. It was just they lost some tough games this year. They could easily be playing for an ACC championship game if the ball would have bounced a little differently. I'm going with Pitt. Snipe.
I'm going with Pitt. Like you said, Pitt they went undefeated for the longest time until they hit uh, those two. They hit a couple teams that just had their number at that night. I'm going with Pitt.
SMU and Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it weren't for that, Pitt would be in the playoff picture right now. If it weren't for the two games, I'm going with Pitt.
Pitt.
Mm.
But hey,
Doing that doggone clapping.
hey, listen, y'all do know it's not going to be an easy game right there for real.
No, because Boston College is never an easy win. They're never easy out. This one right here, this game is gonna be. Let me tell you something. This game gonna be closer than the experts think. Closer than the experts think. Out in the Coliseum. But once again, Notre Dame is just playing on another level. They're playing on another level. That light switch went off after Northern Illinois, and ain't nobody turning it off yet. So I'm going with Notre Dame, but it's gonna be close. They're gonna have to fight to get up out of there, like Georgia had to get up out of Sanford Stadium last night. I'm going
Yep,
with Notre Dame.
this one might put me down, but I think this is an upset alert. I'm going with USC.
Mm-mm.
USC.
You're going Trojan man.
Upset alert.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. Like you said, ever since that embarrassing, I'm gonna call that an embarrassing loss. Notre Dame, but what they took for Northern Illinois, that light switch, yeah, like you said, that light switch switched on, and they've been playing. That team have been playing lights out, and it's gonna be close, but then don't be surprised that it won't be close. Don't be surprised Notre Dame blow USC out at the Coliseum. I'm
Okay.
going Notre Dame.
Okay, you knew.
Notre Dame.
All right. So sniping a lone wolf on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I like it.
All right. And I got a poll up. Let me take a look at this poll. I got a poll up saying which team should be on upset alert. Right now, Clemson is leading by 56%. Miami is the lowest at 6%. So that tells me a lot of people believe that Miami is going to go up to Syracuse and take care of business. And I agree. I agree. Miami will win this game. They will win this game. They remember what happened in Georgia Tech. Lightning ain't finna strike twice. I'm rolling with the Hurricane.
I've been picking with them Hurricanes all season long. I mean, I ain't gonna let them down. We've been dancing slow songs. Would you say, D. True? We had that Georgia Tech gave us a slow walking something something.
So, slow walking, sad singing.
Yeah, we done did that. We done then we done hit it back. Ain't nobody pooping there. Get that. We done did it all. So I'm staying with that. I'm staying with those Hurricanes on that one.
is in the same boat Georgia in right now. Miami is in the same boat that Georgia was in last night. Win, you win.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Win, you win.
Yep.
So, and I guarantee you, some of the players on that Georgia Tech game last night, and their mindset is, we're not going to let that happen. Although we are on the road in Syracuse at the Carrier Dome, we're not going to let this happen. I'm going Miami. It's not probably going to be close.
Hey, Go
You
Dog.
knew.
How's it going?
Salute to you, sir.
Miami. Miami.
All right. Yeah, she picked Miami. Could be a potential trap game. This one right here, but the fact that they're in Gerald Ford Stadium down in Dallas, I'm rolling with the Pony Express. The Pony Express 2.0 SMU.
Hey, Cal been playing some good ball. They've been their defense. Uh, their defense is what we expect them to be. I'm going for the upset with Cal beating the Pony Express. Going to slow them down today.
Big major upset pick by the sniper. He is picking a major upset. So if this happens, and if this happens, we may be looking at Clemson and Miami ACC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen. I'll tell you why. SMU already clinched their ticket to the ACC championship game.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, no matter what Cal do to SMU, only thing they can do is just knock them down a notch, and SMU still get in the college football playoff. So, guess what? Cyber the upset you think they're going to happen? SMU got too much to lose. Cal don't have nothing to lose. And guess what? SMU going to come out, and it's going to be a herd, a thundering herd of horses running over the cow. So SMU is not going to lose this game. I'm going SMU. I'm not hopping off that train right now. No, I ain't hopping off that train. I'm going SMU.
Okay. All right.
SMU. I'm not gonna get to choose.
Oh,
SMU.
my bad. SMU. I knew you were gonna choose SMU. You've been rolling with them all year long. So put UKnew down for SMU. You got SMU. I got SMU. Sniper, the lone wolf. He going with Cal. If they were in Berkeley, I would agree with you, Sniper. But they in Dallas, bro. They ain't going. Oh, they hell in that stadium, bro. They hell
Yeah,
in.
right. We thought the same thing when they played Auburn at the beginning of the season.
Who?
Huh?
Oh, Cal. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Cal got that opportunity.
Yeah. They some role warriors.
But that if SMU turn the ball over.
Yeah. All right. All right. The Iron Bowl. I've been going back and forth on this one all week long. I think this is going to be hangover, a serious case of hangover, and another serious case of scoreboard watching. All day. They're going to be scoreboard. Hell, they scoreboard watching right now, and ain't nobody even kicked off yet. They gonna be it's a bad situation. It's a bad situation when you are playing a football game and you looking up at that scoreboard, uh, praying for help. And that's what the Bama team, the Bama fans, they're praying for help. But hey, all the prayer in the world ain't gonna help them, because what's gonna happen is they got a angry, hyped up, very confident Auburn team that's coming in that game, and look, and they would love nothing more than to spoil Bama's season and be the one to put the nail in the coffin of their 2024 season. I'm rolling with the War Eagle, Auburn Tigers.
Hello, who is it? It's an upset alert. I'm gonna tell you right now. Alabama as I said on day one, nobody's scared of Alabama. But hey, folks is kind of worried about Auburn. They got their running game is amazing. Their their um, their defense is fast and physical.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if anything, you not doing that quarterback run on Auburn. I'm going with them
Mm-mm.
Tigers, Eagles, Leopards, whatever their mascot is this weekend. That's what I'm going for. Let's go Auburn.
Barners. Don't forget that. All right, D. Where you want to go last, D. True?
I gonna laugh on this one. I got
I
seven.
will give you that courtesy that you didn't want to give me yesterday. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah, I will give you that same. I will give you the courtesy that I couldn't get yesterday.
we
Go ahead,
couldn't
you
get it
know.
at all yesterday. Nah, we gonna stay in
Auburn.
rotation.
So she said Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you the reason Auburn beat Alabama today. They had a surprise guest at practice. Guess who that surprise guest was?
Who was it?
Batiste.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh-uh.
you think they ain't motivated to win that ball game today? And everybody forgets they got something to play for too.
Yeah.
Oh, they got to win this game. They get in a bowl game.
Yep.
They got something to play for, and they got motivation. I found that out last night while searching. He showed up at their practice.
Mm-hmm.
What more motivated can you get? See one of your teammates, your running back, that who went to visit the hotel and did the way he did and lost somebody, his brother.
Mm-hmm.
What other motivating factor do you need?
Wait, so who are you picking?
Run the ball. That deep Monroe, he ain't gonna stand a chance today. Because the defense is out on him. And Hugh Freeze is more concentrated on stopping Miro than anything else. So, don't be surprised Jaquez has over 130-yard rushing. Don't worry about Cam and the other receivers. One of them having over 100-yard receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
So who are you picking?
Oh, I'm going Auburn.
Oh, I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Is
Hey,
that all you got to say, D. True? Don't you have anything else, like 2 words that you would like to say?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look here. We're not going overtime. We're going to knock their butt out in the first 3 quarters. We're going to knock them out. Because the best way to beat Alabama, keep their doggone offense off the field. And guess what? War Eagle, when that tiger eat that elephant up, I don't know what the hell the elephant got to do with a tide. Or toilet paper and laundry detergent.
I've been trying to figure it out for years, man.
when 3 or more elephants are walking together, it's called a
You know
tie.
what War Eagle is? A battle cry. Roll tide and an elephant? Hey, they could thought something better. Oh, guess what? Alabama, y'all is going to be our meat in the season. And Alabama fan, don't go hide after the day. Don't go hide like y'all did last week.
Man, you know they gonna hide, bro. You ain't gonna see them. You ain't gonna see them till you'll see them doing basketball. So they'll be over there with you for the basketball shows. So you ain't gonna see them no more. You ain't gonna see them no more over here. You won't see them no more over here until August.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this game right here.
Go ahead and say it, Armondo. We already know where this game at.
It's in Tucson.
It's in Tucson.
I'm asking, is in Tucson?
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm checking right now. I'm checking. Hold on. I'll check it. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay. It is in. It is in. Sun Devil is in Arizona Stadium.
Tempe, Arizona. I'm rolling with the Sun Devils. Then this senior day, mom, dad, girlfriend, side chick, your nanny, your pastor, everybody gonna be in that stadium waiting and want to witness history made. That this team goes to their first Big 12 championship game ever in school history and possibly the playoffs. Give me the Sun Devils. Too much motivation.
Yeah, look. Go ahead. I'll say it.
Go, Snipe.
Hey, Sun Devils been doing their thing for the last couple of weeks. I'm going with the Sun Devils. In honor of our national hero, I'm going with the Sun Devils.
D-True.
I don't care they were playing in the Four. I don't care they were playing in Antarctica. I'm going Arizona State Sun Devil.
UKnew.
Sun Devils.
Now we all agreed on that. Woo. Trap game.
Trap
Trap
game.
game. Trap game. But senior day in Columbia. This is the last dance for Luther Burden and Brady Cook, Noel. Two minute seniors with a lot of motivation. They this will be probably the winningest class since the Chase Daniels and Jeremy Macklin class of '08. So I'm rolling with Missouri. I'm rolling with, they're going to be playing for pride.
I'm going with Missouri. Not too much I can say about either team. Missouri had a okay season. We put them on a pedestal and they couldn't stay there. But I'm
Mm,
gonna stick with Missouri.
Deidre.
I'm going Missouri, and I thought Arkansas would have had a better showing this year, but unfortunately they didn't. But I'm going Missouri.
Missouri.
We all going Missouri. And I just want to say this one thing. To any Arkansas fans that may watch the playback, hold on to Sam Pittman. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He just had a tough schedule. He had a gauntlet of a schedule this year. Hold on to that man. He's a good coach and a good recruiter. And he's taking that program in the right direction. Mac Brown, last dance. Another one, last dance for Mac Brown. Them kids are gonna go play their asses off for Mac Brown, the legend, the myth, the legend, and that bad man. What he'll always be known for is the coach that ended that three-peat, the USC three-peat attempt. No other. I don't think no other coach or no other team would have been able to pull it off. Mac Brown, that bad man, is gonna win his last game, very last coaching game of his career. I'm taking the Tar Heels.
Let's go, Big Blue. And go with the Tar Heels.
Salute to you, Chappelle, Hannah, Teron Black. Salute to you.
I'm going North Carolina myself. Like you said, last game. The only thing I'm afraid of with North Carolina, do not try to play above. Do not try to play above what you normally play, because that will get you in trouble.
UKnew.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Hey, North Carolina.
Take
Tar Heels.
Pack the hell up, North Carolina, throw your hands up.
Could be a potential trap game. A lot of pressure on Indiana. They have more pressure on them than Georgia had last night. All Georgia had to do was just win by 1 point. Not only does Indiana have to win, but they got to look impressive. They can't look. They can't. This cannot be a close game. They got to beat the brakes off Purdue. They got to impress. This is an audition to that committee. Are you worthy of a playoff team? Are you man enough to compete with 11 other elite teams in the nation? That's what that committee want to find out. Are you man enough, Indiana? And Bama fans, Ole Miss fans, they're gonna be somewhere praying. They're gonna be in their prayer closet. They're gonna have their prayer cloth. They're gonna have their four-leaf clover, their Bible, everything that they can think of, praying for your downfall. But you know what though, Indiana? With all that being said, you showed me something in the first half last week. You showed me heart. And that if it wasn't for your special teams dropping the ball, that game would have been a lot closer than the experts thought. I'm going with Indiana for the beat down. Not only for the win, but they're going to beat down. They're going to impress that committee, and they're going to get in the playoffs. Handle your business, Hoosiers. I'm rooting for you. Handle your business.
Indiana was the Cinderella team all season long. They went undefeated until last week. But I'm gonna tell you something that Purdue is known to do is upset people's dreams. Purdue has. I'm going to Disney World. You know what? It rained all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick this upset, and I know, most people gonna look at me and be like, "You crazy?" But look, I don't think Indiana recovers from their loss of last week. Let's go Boilermakers. Hello,
Damn,
who
Sniper
upset
picking a
alert?
big, huge upset, bro.
I'm taking this right here.
That will put Bama in the playoffs. That would put
No,
Bama in there.
I won't, because
Yeah, it would.
I'll tell you how they're gonna be in the playoff. Because Purdue play at 7 o'clock. After Auburn beat them at 3:30.
No, I'm just saying if they get lucky. If they get lucky.
Ain't gonna be no luck. They're gonna be like I said. They're gonna have 4 losses. They're gonna be sitting there but that hole with Auburn, waiting on a bowl bid.
Well, Ole Miss, hotty toddy, you'll be right back in it because if Sniper is right, Ole Miss fans, hey, y'all need to write this man. Send him Christmas cards, send him Christmas gifts, everything you could think of. You should give this man season tickets to Ole Miss, and he better turn it down because he's a Dogs fan.
Only thing, look,
You
only
know,
thing I'm
accepting
taking
them
is
damn
fruit.
Ole Miss season tickets, boy.
Hey, listen. Only thing I'm taking is
Indiana
what?
gonna eat some chicken.
Hey, look, I'm only taking fruit baskets if I'm correct.
That what Purdue. That what
Ho,
Purdue.
ho, 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 ho.
My pick.
Okay, go ahead, real quick. Go ahead, and make a pick.
Yeah, like I said, they ain't gonna be eating some chicken. The fellas gonna be all over the field. They're gonna pluck Purdue. Go Indiana Hoosier.
You knew?
Indiana.
All right, Sniper, go ahead, finish saying what you were saying, man, about
I don't
your
look.
upset pick.
Hey, look, I don't accept season tickets. Just send me a fruit basket. That's all I need with some liquor.
You hear that, Ole Miss fans? Any of you Ole Miss fans that are gonna watch the playback? If Sniper is right about this prediction, and this would be a major upset, this will put Ole Miss right back in it. Right back in it. Because Booger McFarland, he predicted that there would be some chaos. Not on the level of last week, but he predicted there will be some chaos today. Mm. 3 Indianas, 1 Purdue. That's a big upset right there, man. That's a big upset. You must know something we don't know, Sniper. You must know something we don't know, bro.
No, listen. I'm just saying those Boilermakers always up somebody's season.
You looking at what they did to Dwayne Haskins them a couple of years ago.
Man, you ain't never lie.
You know what though, man? That right there, man. That's what I'm saying. That's a prime example of an emotional win because they were doing it for that kid that kid that was in hospice that was stricken with cancer, and he was in his last days, and he said, you know, his last request, his last wish would be to see Purdue beat Ohio State, upset Ohio State. And damn, they ain't go out there and they put it on Ohio State that night.
A motivation factor
Hmm.
can do wonders.
Yes, sir. This one right here is gonna be a beatdown. It ain't even gonna be close, man. It's gonna be Gator chomping all in Tallahassee, and this is another situation where a team that owes you a butt whooping, they like a 2-3 year butt whooping. Florida, Florida State tried to embarrass Florida last year. Florida is going to it's payback time. The big payback is coming. The Gators all day. I say about 2 or 3 touchdowns. Lagway gonna go off.
Lagway stay healthy throughout the whole season or a whole game. He gonna put up some numbers. And I wish he would. Hey, look, if he had a great season throughout the whole, great season, this would have been that one that would solidify him. Could have been a Heisman
Yeah.
contender.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go Gators.
I want to go say this right here. Florida State started off the season with a loss. You're going to end the season. You're going to get booked in. Florida Gators. Go Gators.
Oh man.
You know that was coming. You know that was coming.
But y'all wild this morning, but y'all on one this morning. You knew.
Gators.
Ooh, boy, they say, this the last kickoff show. So, you save the best for last. After, and just so you know, everyone, the show will be replaced with the road to Atlanta because from this after the day, it'll be all about the playoffs. The playoffs. Well. Oklahoma's coming off a high, a big upset of the Roll Tide Bama. Feeling good about themselves. They're bowl eligible. But, in the words of Vincent Turner, however, those LSU Tigers are just a better team. Um, they're at home in Death Valley. Senior night. You ain't going in there and beating that team tonight. You ain't going in there beating this team tonight. I'm rolling with the Tigers and the LSU. Snipe.
Sir. And not pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. OU is like you said is on that high, and they beat an Alabama team that nobody expected them to beat, and I think they're gonna continue on because I think next year they're gonna build on what they did at the end of this year, and this is gonna be another notch on the belt. I'm going with Oklahoma.
I want to go say this right here. Boom, the doorbell. Okay, I'm gonna say this right here. Oklahoma. Yeah, that's a big momentum game for them. But only problem is, how do you get back up for a game that don't mean nothing? Which Oklahoma LSU is really technically is not a rivalry game. So I'm going LSU. I can't see Oklahoma get back up for this ball game. I'm going LSU.
LSU.
Now you said last week you ain't picking LSU no more. You changed your mind again?
What did I? No, because they won. Why would I not pick them again? Stop playing with me. You're just mad because you picked up Oklahoma and you know they're gonna lose. That's why you didn't do the ding ding ding, the doorbell thing.
I
Because you
did. I
know
did the doorbell thing.
you did the doorbell thing, but Sniper did not say, "Who is it?" Sniper gonna be the losers.
You know
That's
why?
who.
You know why? You know why I didn't do it? Because I don't think this game right here, like D True said, it really don't mean nothing. How you gonna upset somebody who's already been upset
Um,
throughout
this
the
game,
season?
this game right here, we're gonna see some Oregon backups by after halftime when they come because they're gonna do some load management. They're gonna start resting players. So Oregon is gonna jump on them early and often in that first quarter, build up like a 28 some lead. They ain't gonna play around with them. They ain't gonna play around with them like they did with Wisconsin the other week. So I'm rolling with the shuck a duck quack quacks by about 3 or 4 touchdowns, maybe 5, maybe 6. Senior day, and they're gonna it's gonna be that horn, that little duck thing. You're gonna hear that all day throughout the game. Oregon, Oxton's gonna be rocking senior night. Hey, and the backup's gonna get in, and they're gonna want to shine as well. Oregon, big snipe.
Well, I done picked 4 upsets today, and I'm gonna pick another one.
Man, you must know something we don't know, bro.
He gonna pick another
There,
one.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
met
pick another.
somebody from Vegas.
No, no, I'm gonna pick another one. I think the upset's gonna be the backups embarrass Washington Huskies all day long. I'm going with them quacker quackers.
Shucky
Oh,
ducky quack quack.
Ain't nothing else to be said. Oregon, they looking good. If they cannot let Washington stay close, no time. They got to come out and go ahead and put them out of misery. I want Oregon.
Shucky
quack
ducky
quack.
quack quack.
Yep, quack quack.
It's shucky ducky quack quack.
Shucky
Shuck it,
ducky
duck
quack
it.
quack quack.
By unanimous vote. All right. Everybody in Boulder, Colorado is praying for Kansas State to pull this upset off. Um, this right here will put Colorado one step closer to the Big 12 championship. Kansas State got some issues going on, but I'm gonna roll with I'm gonna go against my better judgment. Roll with Kansas State. I just got a feeling. I just smell an upset in this one. I'm going Cats.
Hello, who is it? It's upset alert. I'm gonna go with Kansas also. The Iowa teams, every single last one of them, they all start off big and end up losing. I'm going with Kansas State. These teams in Kansas, they got a neck for upsetting folks this year. So I'm gonna stick with Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
The true.
I'm going with Iowa State. I'm going with Iowa State. They got too much to lose, and they at home. Senior day, I got to go with Kansas. I got to go with Iowa State. I'm sticking with them.
You knew.
Iowa. Iowa.
She going Iowa State.
She going Iowa State. Okay. So you
It's a
going
split.
you going Kansas State?
Oh, I'm going Iowa State.
Okay. All right.
It's a split.
OPP. What's going on, bro?
Tom, man, what's going on? Y'all look lit,
Um,
ain't you?
This gonna be a good one right here, bro. This is the MGM throwdown, the MGM bash right here. Vegas and Nevada. I'm running with them running rebels. I'm going with the running rebels, man. They got a nice little defense. They had a nice little defense, and I think they just a little bit better than Nevada, in my opinion. I'm rolling with UNLV.
Yeah. Even though they was on a good height in the middle of the season, they was doing their thing. That one loss took them out. That one loss has happened. This crushed their spirits, and they seemed like they couldn't get it rolling anymore. But I think they get it rolling right now. What's up, OPP? I'm going with UNLV.
Yeah, I got a. Hey, the run looked like it was on the road for a minute there, and they just sacked off. I'm going to UNLV.
Mm-hmm. You knew?
UNLV.
Mm-hmm. We've been doing a lot of green this morning. All right. The main event.
Because I can.
The main event. Winner take all. After this game, somebody gonna be slow walking, sad singing. Who is it gonna be? Longhorns or the Aggies? I've been going back and forth with this one all week long.
Yes, sir.
And I have to piggyback off something D Truth said earlier. When you lose a game like this, when you lose a game like what they lost 4 overtimes against Auburn, and then you got to come back on a short week and prepare for a team like Texas, a rival, and Texas is going to be freshly rested, because they got a chance to get some backups in last week. I'm rolling. I'm rolling with the Longhorns, man. I could be wrong. I'm not that confident about the pick, but I'm rolling with the Longhorns, man, because I the hangover factor for me. It's the hangover factor. Had Texas A&M would have won last week, had they would have finished the job against Auburn, I would be picking the Aggies. But that hangover is gonna affect uh the Aggies. I got to roll with the Longhorns on this one. On the road in Kyle Field. Close one. Very close. Could be by a field goal.
That 12th man is something serious. In a game like this, I think all them Aggies is going to be out there, and it's going to be loud. It's going to be loud. You can't throw water bottles to save your season this game. I'm going to go with Texas A&M for the upset of the night. I think that they are going to really. I think that they took what happened last week when they played against Auburn, and I think they're gonna bring it over and say, "Listen, we had very good plays. We just couldn't finish the game. Today they're gonna finish it. They're gonna upset Texas. Let's get those Aggies their flowers already."
Well, they're going to have. I'm going to Longhorn. Texas A&M going to still have that hangover. They still going to think about what it should have, could have. What it should have, could have from last week. That what it should have, could have. Like I said, Texas A&M got a young quarterback. That this is the biggest game he gonna be playing in at home. And guess what? The most pressure is on you when you playing at home. That's Georgia. That's
Yep.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm. You got a point there.
And Texas, guess what? Texas really sit pretty. But Texas gonna come in there, Quinn Ewers, that offense, Steve Stuck, keys to that offense, that defense, they gonna come in and play, ready to play. And Texas gonna win that ball game. I'm going Longhorns.
You knew. You knew. You knew.
Armondo, 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 Aggies.
I want to do a little bit of pushback. If me and D True can have a conversation real quick.
Where you going? You know,
She picking
Who
up
is
the
it?
Aggies.
Who is it? Winners.
ATM.
The
He said
ATM.
18. Hey, D True. This is, and we'll keep it. I know we got some other things, D True, but we'll keep it short. But one thing I disagree with you on, I think the pressure is not on that young quarterback went into your stadium and handled business,
That ain't how the business they lost.
The defense lost that
bro.
game, bro. The
Bro,
defense. It was
Hold on,
because of
hold
their
on,
wait,
defense.
hold up, D True. Hold
Okay,
on now.
defense lost.
Hold
Okay,
on, D True.
but
D True.
as a team,
D True.
who lost that game? The whole
The
team lost. So that means he lost.
Yeah, but
The pressure was on him. He
ho-
didn't do enough to win either.
hold on, hold
hold
on. Let Sniper finish. Then
Okay, go
you
ahead.
can
Go ahead.
retort.
hey, look, you like to take the high road on everything, but let me come back down to these side streets real quick. That team went to your one of the toughest stadiums to play in and took y'all into overtime. That stadium we talked about last week, that stadium, when that crowd gets to rocking, that whole stadium and about 20 miles outside that stadium is rocking
And shaking.
and shaking. And that young quarterback, that freshman quarterback, stood on business. Yeah, he lost the game, but the defense couldn't hold in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
He kept his team in the game. That's the reason why. Now you in your own stadium that can bring it had the Richter scale up to 2.7. They don't call him the 12th man for nothing. I think so the pressure is not on him at his own stadium. I think the pressure is going to be on Texas because they're going to have to learn. They're going to have to do hand and arm signals. They ain't going to be able to hear. And with that defense, I think that we are. I think that Texas A&M has the advantage on this game at their home stadium with that 12 man.
Well, not so fast, not Fred. The Texas comes out there and take the crowd out of the ball game. You don't have a 12 man. See, and one, he was on the road. When you're at home in a big game like this, what a winner go to the SEC championship game, and your playoff life is on the line. Hey, Carson Beck and what's his name for Haynes King?
Haynes King.
Haynes King. They were veterans, and look how they handled the situation. And we talking about a freshman at home. Gong and Quinn Ewers at home. If you take the crowd out of the ball game, that go home field advantage. That goes home field advantage.
Hey, but
That,
And the pressure is look at them. The pressure gonna be on the offense. The pressure gonna be on the offense. They got to score.
which they can score though, bro.
Cause if they don't score, guess what? You're gonna put the more pressure on the defense to stop the other team from scoring. But the defense stays out there so long, guess what happens? The offense gonna keep going down the field and scoring. That defense gonna get tired.
But the one question I want to ask you real quick, bro, real quick, and then we'll move on. When have you seen the 12th man out of the come out of the game? Them folks, regardless if they winning or losing, that's
mm-hmm,
one of the best one of the fan base out there that stay
mm-hmm.
from beginning to end. You can't take the 12th man out of the game.
They never get quiet. They could be trailing 60-0, and that crowd still gonna be loud.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they call him the 12th man.
Yeah, but guess what? They're gonna be quiet today. When the clock strikes you in the fourth quarter, and Texas A&M not going to play y'all, Not going to the SEC championship game. Like I said, the pressure on Texas A&M, whole team, offense and defense. They got something. They got something to do that they never done since they've been in the SEC.
Okay.
All right, I hear you, brother.
All
I just
right.
thought
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. All right. Let me just comment on something that OPP said. OPP said Beck didn't look good last night. Uh, there were Georgia receivers were dropping a lot of balls. Dylan Bell dropped a lot of balls. Arian Smith almost had a Jackie Smith moment in when he dropped that pass that was right dead in his hands in the dang freaking end zone that would have ended the game in that I think it was the fifth overtime. It would have ended the game in that fifth overtime. Um If Beck would be all right in the NFL. Because he gonna be playing with some NFL type receivers. If he play with some NFL type receivers that will catch the ball, Beck is gonna be all right. You got to remember, man, Georgia leads the nation in drop passes. You know, you got to help your quarterback out. You got to catch the damn ball. Help your quarterbacks out.
that was the first time last night I seen Beck show his emotions when
They
number
dropped
six,
the ball when they
yeah,
were
dropped the
dropping.
ball.
Yeah, he
He
got
was
on their
about,
ass last night. I
yeah,
like that. I like that.
because usually he's cool and collective. He's like, all right, we'll next play, next play. But it took Rutledge to calm him down yesterday
Mm-hmm.
because he was about to go over there, and I think he would have swung on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, um, what's his name, Leverett. I mean, he was dropping balls all night long.
Dominique Lovett. His
Love it.
draft stock. You want to talk about who draft stock done went down? OPP. Dominique Lovett, Arian Smith, draft stock. After last night, I don't. Dylan Bell. I think Dylan Bell will be okay because, like Sniper always says, he's a Swiss Army knife. He gives you so much. He can you can put him at tight end. You could put him at wide out. You could put him at the star, and you can also put him in the backfield, run some plays, some gadgets in the backfield. So Dylan Bell brings you so much. But Arian Smith, I think Aaron Smith may have played his way out of an NFL, out of anywhere. He may have to walk on to an NFL camp
Yeah,
to make a team.
I think that Arian Smith. Um, what? Wait, I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
They didn't know. Bell didn't know who Carson Beck was throwing it to, so he jumped up and tipped the ball. Which, hey, he should have caught the ball. Yes, but we got two receivers in the same area. They don't know who he was throwing it to.
He
But D True,
he
hold on, real quick. D
go ahead.
True, but we not. Hey, that play right there. Okay, we can't put that on Aaron Smith because Bell thought the ball was going to him, and he hit him with hit his fingertips. But we talking about on third and six, third and 4 when Carson Beck put it right in the numbers, put it
Right
in your
in his hand.
hand, and you drop the ball. Or we're talking about in an overtime when we could have won the game, and you hit you right in the face mask and you drop the ball. I mean, you can't put nothing on Beck this game. Too many doggone drop passes,
Yeah.
and he got frustrated last night because again, throughout the whole season, yeah, he made some questionable throws, but a lot of those interceptions was not on him. It was on his receivers, not going not running the right route, letting it hit your hands and it bouncing and it bouncing to the defender's hands, um, and then drop balls all day long, and he took it, and I think it caught up with him last night, when especially when Leverett dropped that ball that it could have been a first down. If Rutledge was not a good captain, I think that Beck would have swung on one of his receivers last.
Aaron Smith, he was very frustrated with Aaron Smith, man. Aaron Smith was running wrong routes on a couple of plays,
Mm-hmm.
but the drops last night, there were more. There were more inexcusable drops in that game last night than it was in Ole Miss. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the ball being put right in your hands. Bet could have easily, if them dudes would have caught the ball, sniper, Bet would have had a 400-yard passing game
Yes, sir. Yes,
easily
sir.
because Georgia Tech secondary is soft. That secondary is that's the one thing that Brett Key got to get some dudes in this secondary because that secondary is soft, bro.
And you
Cause
know what
it
the thing
called
is?
them up all night, huh?
And you know the thing is that when you drop the passes and you don't have a consistent person to catch the passes like we had with Bowers, like we had with McConkey. We do have it with Bell, but he's dropped some passes. He dropped passes at the beginning of the game. Um, how do you trust your receivers? And this goes for any quarterback. I know we're talking about Carson Beck, but this goes for any quarterback that's out there that is a passer.
Mm-hmm.
How do you trust your receiver? How do you trust your? And then you start second guessing yourself. And that's what happened with Carson Beck all season. That's what I've been saying all season. When everybody was on me, be like, man, hey, we Carson Beck, Carson Beck. When your first couple of games and you played a cupcake team and your team cannot catch a doggone pass, you start second guessing yourself. Then you start overdoing it, trying to put it in a proper spot. So you're, like underhanded throwing it, and then he gets intercepted. Come on, bro. All right, hey, Carson Beck's going to be okay. I think his draft stock's going to be right where it needs to be. These recruiters see is more on the receivers than it is on him.
Yeah, it has gone up in the last 3 weeks. Last night he it you know when it
went up very high last night.
hell yeah, because see, this is the thing about a game like last night. Front running looks good. Like what Oregon and Ohio State is going to do today. The front running looks good. We are, that's nice. But you measure a man when he goes through adversity.
Mm-hmm.
And Georgia went through adversity throughout 3 quarters of that game, 3.5 quarters of that game, all the way up until the last 5 minutes. And Carson Beck showed one thing that we all had suspected, and we saw against Texas and we saw against Tennessee, but we really saw it last night. Carson Beck, Carson Beck can be clutch. He's clutch. He will do whatever he got to do to win the game. If you meet him halfway, and the receivers, the ones that started meeting them, they turned the light switch on. They started catching the ball in the fourth quarter. Love it, Bell, and Cash Jones, and this goes back to what I was talking to you about on the back end, sniper, back before the
Mm-hmm.
season started. I really feel like they wasted his talents in the backfield. I really feel like Cash Jones should have been a receiver.
Yeah, they could stay with him coming out the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
He made some spectacular catches
Mm-hmm.
coming out the backfield.
Yeah.
And he knows what a first down yard is.
I see a lot of Julian Elderman in him, where he's like kind of like a where he can just give you so much. He can run like low he can run routes across the middle. He can run go routes. He can just about give you whatever you need. If I'm an NFL scout, I'm looking at him. I'm bringing him in as a receiver and not a running back because that kid got damn good hands. He
Yeah,
don't drop nothing. And when he's in the open field, he's hard to tackle. He will run your ass over. He's a nightmare for a safety.
I think that I think that yeah, they should have used. And this is the thing about, and the one thing that I'm going to criticize Bobo on, um, is that he could have used Humphreys and Cash Jones like he did McConkey, or like they that like they used McConkey back in the day. put him in that slot position, and let him just go buck wild.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and listen, and go dogs. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Even the Tennessee game, the game last night, Beck has showed this all season long. Beck has
Mm-hmm.
showed this. Think about. Let's go to our third Alabama game. Everybody was down on that brother. He threw the 3 interceptions. Everybody, if he if a better play calling towards the end of the game, but Beck brought you back damn near 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like Armondo said, he is clutch.
Mm-hmm.
You keep him clean. And with another thing they did not do last night, and I keep saying it, let Beck get to the line and call the play. Stop doing this. Beck he doesn't need all that time in the huddle. Get
Mm-mm.
your boys on the line. Let him see what the defense is doing. Let him
Mm-hmm.
call a play because um he does make good decisions when it comes to play calling. He reminds me a little bit of a Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna look what the defense is doing. He gonna put his players in the right position, and he's going to surgically remove them. Just like I said, he gonna be the top surgeon at Grady
Mm-hmm.
if you give him time.
He have a good game next Saturday. He have a good game next Saturday. He's definitely back in the first round talk. I'm serious. He's definitely back in the first round talk.
Yeah, I
In my opinion, because a lot of teams need quarterbacks. A lot of teams.
yeah, Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
the Giants. Yeah, I think Jacksonville might be looking for a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence ain't doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I seriously think he might go to the West Coast though.
Mm-hmm. I could see a team like I could see a team like Denver or maybe even Pittsburgh picking him up. Because Russell Wilson, he's in his, he's like toward the end of his career. So I
Right.
can see Tomlin making a pick like he did it with, they did it with Roethlisberger. Bill Cowher and them. They brought Roethlisberger in because they knew that Cordell Stewart was toward the end of his career. So
Mhm.
I can see the Steelers making a move like
Oh,
that.
OPP said made a good choice. The Jets.
The Jets would be damn good. And another thing I noticed about Carson too, and then we're gonna get ready to do our final words. The colder, the more the lower the temperature dropped. For this dude to be a South Florida, for him to be a South Florida kid, the colder it got, because remember when the game started, it was 41 degrees. It got down into the mid-20s last night in Athens. That dude got better as the temperature dropped. I've never seen anything like a Florida kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. But we're gonna go ahead and get our final thoughts in. I'm gonna start off with you, Snipe. I know you got, family and everything got to tend to. So I'm gonna start off with you, bro.
Hey, y'all get y'all popcorn ready because this is going to be a weekend to remember. I'm going to go ahead and call it. It's going to be a weekend to remember. Y'all stay safe. Y'all pray for each other. Pray for yourself. And I only got 2 words for you. 2 famous words for you. Go dogs.
All right. D True.
Bye, Sniper.
Bye, y'all.
He said, hopefully they lose every game. He a Jet fan. Well, hey, you probably get that wish. But I would say this right here. For all you Alabama fans, don't think Auburn finna be a walk in the park. Because, one, y'all mad on what the committee going to be thinking. Y'all mad on making the playoff. Y'all mind ain't really, I'm telling you, y'all mind really not on this ball game. Y'all, the blueprint is on how to beat Alabama. All I'm got to do is execute. and they're gonna execute today. Ain't gonna be so sad walking,
slow walking.
slow walking, sad singing in Tuscaloosa today. And get what they'll be doing down in Auburn at Toomer's Corner.
They're gonna have a tissue party.
Yep, they're gonna be rolling them trees. They were rolling them trees. Hey, don't none. Hey, please, don't none of y'all Alabama fans get too mad and go past our trees, okay? After tonight's game, please. We'll need y'all past our trees down here in Auburn, cause y'all lost. Y'all should have won the game beforehand. Y'all should have won last week. Y'all should have won two other games. But guess what? Y'all gonna choke tonight. All I gotta say is war damn eagle.
All right. All right. Okay. Thank everybody for coming out. For this will be the last kickoff, the last Saturday morning kickoff show. Next week we're gonna transition into our Road to Atlanta shows. It will be the Road to Atlanta. Salute to you, Zeb Brown. Salute to you. We're going to transition into the Road to Atlanta because the conference championships are going to be the starting point of the Road to Atlanta, which will be the site of the national championship game uh, for this season. Yeah, all roads lead to Atlanta. So I want to thank all of you for joining us this season. Thank all of you. It's been 14 great weeks of college football. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been an epic season. Epic season. From week 0 to week 14. We've come and brought you some great content on Saturday mornings, and it's going to continue with the road to Atlanta, and then we're going to transition over into our college basketball season. My brother D Truth is going to, anchor that one over there on his channel. So make sure you sub up to D Truth. We're going to have the college basketball, the road to the March Madness that will go through D Truth TV channel. So everyone, thank you all. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. Please be safe out there. If you're going shopping, don't be out there fighting over parking spots and fighting over shopping carts and fighting over Christmas decorations, okay? All right. Live to shop another day, all right? And please, if you're going out to a club tonight, be safe. Please be safe. All right, everyone. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. We'll see you all on the post game show. Who's gonna be slow walking and sad singing tonight? The post game show will be tonight. We will find out. So for Sniper, D Truth, my sis, UKnew, I'm Armondo Black. And like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other, and always and forever, from the day I was born to the day I die. Go dogs. Sick 'em. Woo, 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 woo. Playoff bound, baby. Playoff bound. It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done.
All right, everybody, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. And for those that are going to be coming in later to watch this, we appreciate you guys as well. And you guys ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. See ya. Bye.